Okay, so Parkour Warrior was switched to Survivor mode for MCC Ender Cup, and I decided to splice together all the best leaps from the game to create this ultimate run. So starting off, we have HannahxxRose for leap 1, and this is very much more speed-based parkour, and like, can you go quickly and consistently, which Hannah managed to do for leap 1. Leap 2, Fruitberries tried to go for some momentum at the start, but the timing's different to MCC Island, so he wasn't able to. And that does put him a bit behind, but then on the stalactites, I don't know why that's called that, he does manage to hit a nice jump to get ahead and give him leap 2. Purple was actually only 3 frames behind Fruitberries on leap 2. And this cost him the 50 coins for beating a leap before anyone else, which actually cost Purple first indiv in the whole event, which is annoying for him, but he does manage to get first on leap 3. And now we're over to FireBreathMan for leap 4. This obstacle is definitely an interesting one. I like the idea of doing parkour with soul sand mixed in. It's definitely something you don't see a lot in parkour. And the blocked portals, very nice sight reading through the portals here, knowing where all the blocks are, and that manages to get Shane his first place finish. So now back here with Purple for leap 5, and this obstacle confused a lot of people because there were doors in places where there aren't meant to be doors, and that icicle hanging down on the left side also very much confused people, but luckily for Purple, he managed to get through a second try, and that gave him first place on leap 5. So now we're back on the final appearance of Fruitberries in this video. And now we're starting to get to the more tech-based parkour, while speed is still involved. In fact, it always is with Parkour Warrior Survivor. Fruitberries does manage to get all that tech correct and get through with first place. And now we're at the beginning of the end, because Purple just destroys here. Now we're definitely in tech-based parkour. We have some Neos now, and Purple just flawlessly does those. The house hang is very much a mean obstacle. Purple does take a rough fall there. And honestly, I'm surprised as many, the amount of people who got through was as many as it was. The bed bounce isn't too difficult. The tech for jumping off beds isn't very known, but it's not too difficult to figure out. And the piston push, pretty difficult, but nothing the top 4 couldn't handle this event. And now on the grand final, starting with the bouncing gateways, which I think all 4 people flawless. Then the Sid step sprint, I think that's meant to say side step, but I think there's meant to be an E. I think that takes out all 4 players twice, which is very different compared to the next 2 obstacles, as Purple will soon show you. This is not a hard difficulty obstacle. Like, this is an easy obstacle, maybe medium if you're having a bad day. And the iron climb is, that's a medium at the most. And the final point, it's meant to be like a shorter, faster version of the final climb from dojo mode, but Purple just gets through that to claim first place, and the final splice time is 4 minutes and 5 seconds.